welcome. I'm gonna make this in one take and hopefully it's not ass. We're gonna go through quick trade recap and just go over what trades I took this morning. So I was initially short bias, right? We swept out Asia London highs. We're in premium of yesterday's daily candle, as well as we were entering a 4-hour BPR. And so I thought price would want to come down, take out these lows, fill out, these inefficiencies, right? This 15-minute right here and 30-minute. I thought we were gonna fill those out instead of respecting them, but that did not happen. As well as we also had this SMT at these highs at the time. They got mitigated later on, but we put in this SMT, or I think it was right here. Yeah, put in that SMT. I initially took this trade right here off this OT and this change in state. It moved a little bit, but eventually moved back up. Oh, also, one of my confluences was this 5-minute inverse. Was it a 5-minute? Oh shit, it was a 1-minute. A 1-minute inverse, and then also this 5-minute change in state right here, which did close past and came back up and retested it, but obviously it wasn't valid because price flew up higher. So I entered right here off this OT. Honestly, good entry. I was up about 600, I think, and then got stopped break even. Unfortunate. Textbook setup, honestly, just price was moving its own. It was moving on its own today, and I took this as well, kind of the same thing right here. I think I drew out like an OT at the time. Right here, you traced back up, marked out this change in state, closed past it, retraced up, entered, around right here, and just got flushed out immediately to stop loss. And I think the main reason for that was price simply just had a different draw on liquidity. And obviously after New York Open, we flew way up, so my bias was wrong. Setups were valid setups, but the way price action was moving and the fact that there was, 15-minute gaps, 30-minute gaps that we're respecting, that had us move up higher. And basically, the opposing confluences against my bias was stronger than what I was initially trying to look for. So price was a little weird today. I know a lot of people probably got stopped out as well, trying to take shorts, because there was a lot of reason to take shorts, right? But we ended up filling out the 4-hour instead of respecting and going lower, and then we came up, and now we're in this 4-hour BPR, and I think we inversed this 4-hour gap all the way up here. Yeah, so we're just super bullish, and that's just not what I was expecting. All around though, I followed my rules, took really confident setups that I was confident in. Of course, my conviction could have been a little bit better. Not conviction, I don't know what the fuck the word is. Based off market experience, I could have been watching price and saw that, we're still moving up higher. I shouldn't have entered right here. But, it was a good setup, right? We had an SMT, change in state, and I drew an OTE, as well as this inverse fair value gap. So there was a lot. It was a good setup to me, but just didn't play out. So yeah, that's it for the trade. Break even, loss on the second. But yeah, I've been on a pretty bad, now I'm not gonna lie, I've been on a pretty dookie losing streak for the last week, 2 weeks or so. Took a fat loss last Friday. I barely traded last Friday though, because I was busy with work, and then yeah, my car was getting fixed as well. And like I was working like all week, so I really didn't have time to trade. And then this week I'm more locked in, thank God. But I don't know, this whole week I didn't trade on Monday, took a loss on Tuesday, took a loss today, and then yeah, lost last Friday. So it's just like I've just been losing money, bro. Like, and it's in times like these that I feel like what really defines you as a trader, because you know, back then, if I was in a losing streak like this, I mean, I would have just blown all my accounts within the same day, right? Like, I've done that multiple times before. That was maybe like several months ago, a year ago. You know, that's what I would have done if I was in the same position I am now. But I'm trying to think about where I can go from here, because I'm in a dookie losing streak. You know, it feels like I just don't know how to trade at all. And I don't know if that's because of price action. Maybe it's because of my, what's it called? Maybe it's just because of my, what's it called? Model. I'm not fully sure. I probably need to backtest. Maybe I need to backtest. Maybe I just need to stay patient and know that losses are like this are gonna happen. It's weird because I've experienced this before. I've experienced being at lows like this before. Lows in my trading journey where it feels like nothing is working out and it feels like I'm just gonna keep losing and that it's not even possible. But then somehow I end up making my way back from it. So I don't know if that's gonna happen. If I end up losing all my accounts, blowing them all, it is what it is. It's only a learning experience. I know that I can definitely improve on following my system a lot more strictly. You know, that includes like rules and stuff like that, risk management. I know I need to improve on taking less trades throughout the week, right? Like the most profitable traders I've ever talked to and met, you know, they only say that a real good A+ setup for them only appears max like 4 to 5 times a week, maybe even less. They take like 3 to 2 trades a week. And that's because they are extremely patient and in control of their emotions and their greed, and they're able to control themselves enough not to overtrade. And that's something I need to work on. Like, it's definitely not ass. Like, I'm not overtrading or revenge trading up to the point where I'll just blow all my accounts in a day. But it's enough for me to get on losing streaks and struggle to get through them, right? So that's what I really need to work on, is the consistency of profitability, right? And so we'll see where I go from here. Honestly, I don't know. I could blow my accounts in the next couple days. Got a couple evals that I could blow, but we'll see. Yeah, hopefully you're in a better spot than I am. But yeah, I will be back with another trade recap probably tomorrow. If not, probably Friday. Oh, that's another thing I need to work on, is not trading. I need to be able to go through a whole session and just being okay with not taking a trade. That's something that could have happened today. I could have TP'd earlier since I knew that we were entering, you know, a bullish for value gap. But because of my confluences, I was expecting us to jump lower. So that's a little iffy. This second one here, I could have just waited for price action to, based off just how it's moving, to wait to see if it wanted to go higher. All right, but oh well, losses are losses. I'm about to go hit legs. It is an insanely beautiful day. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, whatever. It's super nice out though, super sunny. It's March. Was it spring now? I don't know, but probably gonna try and go for a run, make some steaks. Fucking shit. But yeah. Be okay with the losses, or else they'll bite you in the ass later. Peace.